We expect sex.
Excuse me. Y'all heard that? We good?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Skibbity bum bum bum. Yes, yes, yes. Mhm.
oh, that's pretty cool.
Hey, we just figured out who James Houston was too.
Y'all just figured out who James Houston was, yeah?
Well, he's a Dion product, huh?
Mm-hmm. Good player right there.
They say Dion can develop some NFL talent now.
He's
I'm
like
telling
he's like Nick Young of edge rushing.
you.
That's trifling.
Have you seen him rush the pass or something? It's all like bag moves, nigga.
Oh,
He'll euro step into a
he
spin.
doing the fake spin
Yeah,
club
he doing
rip.
all types of cool shit. You be like, James, just do a simple bull rush. He be like,
That's what
nah.
you mean. Okay. I thought you meant he was inconsistent. My bad.
Oh no, no, no. He just got a lot of arrows in his quiver, a lot of tools in the bag, yo.
Mm, I do like tools.
That's why Will Levis gonna be the first pick. Ain't that right though?
As long
Yeah.
as they ain't my pick.
Because for some reason, everybody was watching Bryce. Oh my God, he's generational. He's this and that. I, he's just great. Then as soon as the season and he 5'10", nah,
Mm-hmm.
nah.
They knew he was 5'10", 190 for sure.
Exactly. We've known this for
They
two
knew
years
that
now.
last year.
He's too
They
small.
knew that when he came into Alabama, and he knew that now. And they're like, no, now he's too small. Okay, sure.
Oh God, I got a promo, don't I? Okay. Don't you do it. Don't you do it, sir.
The outfit to do it, yo.
Why did the why are the Lakers working out Myers Leonard?
Why not?
Y'all need a big.
Yeah, we like bigs that don't hate Jews or
Sound like
Germans, whatever one he hates. And if he hates Germans, how he gonna do that? We got Dennis Rule on the team, so a black German.
What you mean? Y'all wanted Kyrie?
That's different. that's different, yo.
now it's
My
different.
fault. My fault. Times have changed.
It's just different, yo.
It was cool back then,
We
huh?
are live.
Yeah, back when Deshaun Jackson was doing it, yeah, it was cool back then.
Link in bio. Uh-huh. Boom. Swank. Everybody had a good day today, man. Everybody doing well.
Mhm.
Today, oh Jesus, yeah, today was all right, yo.
That's wonderful, man. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to know my colleagues are, striving,
Mm-hmm.
doing well.
Did y'all tap into the TNT promo for tonight?
Yep.
Good job.
I will after this podcast.
Yeah, I didn't get it in time for the Celtics game. Jalen Brown got hurt anyway, so that was going to be a boring game to bet on. Oh, not got hurt, but he is hurt, like an abdomen or something like that.
You gotta take a grain of
Boy,
salt that man be.
soft.
I'm only doing the
Also,
boost.
there's
I'm
a
just
boost
doing the
tonight.
boost till we get to the playoffs, man.
Yeah,
Oh, the boost
Braun.
was the boost was Luca, Braun,
Braun,
and
Luca,
Mitch.
Deep. Oh yeah, y'all know I don't do anything Donovan Mitchell, so I wouldn't have done that.
Well, listen, brother. All right.
Man, you gotta take chances.
Nope, nope, nope. Every time I bet on him, he disappoints me, and I don't like the guy anyway. So,
Oh, that's not nice.
hey, man.
Where's three-way deal?
I also opted into the NFL wild card jump.
Oh, I'm gonna do that. Don't worry.
Hmm. I got something cooked up for that, yo.
Do do do.
Hey, my man, I ain't got my notes, bro. That sucks.
Excuse me. Whew. Okay, that. All right, I think I'm done now.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
They put McCaffrey's rushing yards up to 74. Damn it.
Yeah, they playing Seattle. Seattle can't stop the run,
Oh,
right?
Yeah, he should run for 150. Huh?
Oh, okay.
all right, but yeah, okay.
Oh, boy, Debo back. Oh, yeah, nah, they're in trouble.
Yeah, Debo came back last week. I didn't even know.
Yeah, I ain't know. They whooped
Yeah.
somebody, so it was a perfect game. It's probably, yeah, just go ahead and do your thing real quick. No
Who
matter.
did they play last week? Arizona? Yeah, because AJ Green caught that weird ass touchdown.
Fucking weirdo. All right, I'm done promoting. Y'all ready to get this road on the show?
Perhaps.
Well, it don't matter.
Total the show.
I'm gonna pick the wrong one.
Sip. Yeah. Yeah. Sip. Huh? Yeah. Big bet. Tell me what you niggas really know about big tech. These niggas be swines, might as well be made of pig flesh. Might make an appearance, but that shit just for the quick check. We the jiggy niggas in the city, bitch dipset. I just made a play and I got double back. In a day, what you make in a month, I'm making double that. I can make the money come easy, I'll never fumble that. I might fill the tub up 100s and take a bubble.
And we're back, and we're back, and we're back. Welcome back to another episode of 3-Way Deal. What are you doing?
Okay. All right, man.
Welcome back to another episode of 3-Way Deal. I'm your host, Grizzy Gray. We got my two co-hosts with me here today. We got my man, Mr. Stu, to the left, right, whatever it is.
Okay.
And down below, we got my man, Don the Swank.
All right.
What's this problem?
Wow.
So, yeah, glad to have everybody here, man. Glad to be back for another week. You know what I'm saying? We got a big weekend ahead of us, wild card weekend. It's a lot going on. We got good games. We got bad games. We got crazy games, probably. Who knows? We about to find out. But to start off the pod, I kind of wanted to do a little something in today's news and something about today, you know? January 12th, I got some interesting little facts for y'all about today.
Okay.
Did y'all know in 1958, the NCAA added the 2-point conversion to football scoring?
Say 1958, brother.
Did y'all know that?
That's a good little tidbit right there, brother.
Oh, God. I didn't put the date for this one. Hold on. Let me find it.
Oh, Jesus.
I forgot what the year was, but I think it was like the 70s, I believe, like 1970 something. The highest scoring NCAA basketball was played between Troy and DeVry.
What?
Between Troy and DeVry, the highest scoring game ever.
The computer
258 to 149. I didn't know that was possible. 258 points is a shit ton.
I guess Everest had a school too.
Man,
You said the school's called DeVry?
yeah, DeVry. DeVry, the DeVry Hoyas. Mm-hmm. This next fact is for Don. In 2009, Ronaldo, won his first FIFA Player of the Year award.
See?
Mm-hmm. And in 2013 was the Mile High Miracle.
Ah, Mr. Flacco now.
Mm-hmm. Flack.
Mm-hmm. Who called that pass? Was that Jacoby Jones?
It had to be. I don't know who else would have did it.
It would have been Torrey Smith too. Show respect.
Torrey Smith.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I think it was Jacoby though. I think.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
And just three little quick things about today that happened in the sports world. I know Stu don't care about this, but the Celtics arena will remain TD Garden through 2045. Interesting stuff right here, man. Mahomes is the oldest, youngest quarterback to ever be in the, for the AFC ever. Did y'all know that? I know I said that wrong, but like he's the oldest quarterback, but he's also the youngest to be the oldest quarterback in the AFC playoffs. If you get what I'm saying?
It's a young
that brother's 27.
In a real man's conference.
Bro, that is crazy. Why are all the quarterbacks babies, infants? Why y'all got all the talent over there?
Y'all don't know how to draft.
I feel like that's not the problem.
Oh, okay. Oh.
And one last thing, just an update from Lamar Jackson himself via Twitter about his injury. He said this about 2 hours ago. He said, "Thank you everyone for your support and concerns regarding my injuries. I want to give you all an update as I am in the recovery process still. I suffer from a PCL grade 2 sprain on the borderline of a strain 3. There is still inflammation surrounding my knee, and my knee remains unstable. I'm in good spirits, and I continue with treatments on the road to recovery. And he wishes that he could be out there with them. But how does that? I mean, just from what everybody was saying, like, hey, Lamar's going to be ready week 3. I mean, not week 3. I'm sorry. Lamar will be ready in 3 weeks. And now it's been 5, 6
He's
now?
missed 16 practices in a row.
Yeah.
16.
Can y'all, if y'all had to interpret, what that means for the Ravens or what that means from Lamar, what would you guys say? The fact that, all this is going on. It's contract year. Guys are questioning if, well, obviously he can't play if your knee is like fucking swollen. But, everybody was questioning his dedication to the game and to his teammates and stuff like that.
Week 12 or week 13 was his last game playing in the Baltimore Ravens jersey. That's all that is to it. There was multiple reports basically saying that even if he was to come back, let's say he was 80% healthy come next week, probably wasn't going to play anyway. There's no reason to risk re-injuring or hurting yourself, further for a team that would rather pay Roquan Smith first than pay you your money. And that's no shot at Roquan Smith. Roquan Smith is all-pro linebacker, in my opinion, this year. But,
yeah, he earned it.
Pay Lamar. That was his last. That last play, that was his last. He's done, man. He'll be a Detroit Lion or some shit soon.
A Commander.
Oh, okay.
Carolina Panther for sure.
Heck no. Don, you have anything to say on the topic?
Well, I see it like this. The competitor that Lamar is, I think if he was 100%, he would play in the playoffs. But regardless, I think he's gone. Like, even if he did play this weekend, he still leave, in my opinion. And it's just, I mean, at this point, it's a respect thing. This is a team that took a chance on you in the first round when nobody else, literally no other team wanted to. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little hurt because, if you remember the draft interview he had with Deion Sanders, and he just looked pissed off, and they didn't get a ring out of him, man. And it ain't his fault. It's not his fault.
The weird thing about that draft is not only did everybody pass him up, the Ravens did. They drafted Hayden Hurst before him. The Ravens drafted a tight end, and it was like, oh, might as well draft Lamar with the last pick in the first round. It was a weird,
Still here,
weird draft. Really weird. The Chargers asked him if he wanted to play wide receiver. It was bad. It was really bad.
That's that separator y'all was looking for.
So we needed a compliment to Keenan Allen.
All right, hold on. I'm sorry, I'm typing this last thing, and then we're gonna get this road on the show for show. All righty, let's get these playoff predictions and previews going. All right, we're gonna start off. If y'all don't mind, I'm gonna just give a nice little brief overview of both teams, and then we get right into it before just letting y'all know. So first game that we got, we're gonna start off in the AFC. We're gonna start off with the number 7 seeded Miami Dolphins going against the number 2 Buffalo Bills. The Bills are projected 13.5. What is it, spread correct?
Oh God, is it?
Yeah, it's 13.5. They're 1-1 in the season series because they're in the same division. Miami won the first one, Buffalo won the second one. Both of those games were won by 3 points.
It is 13.5. That's insane. Jesus.
Yeah, it's insane. Buffalo has won 7 straight coming into this matchup, while Miami is 1-5 in their last 6. Bills ranked 2nd in total offense, 7th in passing, and 6th in rushing. 7th in passing and rushing. They are 6th in total defense, 6th in against 16th against passing, and 5th against rushing. Miami 6th in total offense, 5th in passing, 25th in rushing, while being 18th in total defense, 28th in passing, and 4th in rushing. Big kind of, I guess, injuries that would matter or significant are names that we all know. DeMar was released from the hospital this week, and he plans on joining the team this Sunday. He's not playing, obviously, but he probably will be out there with them for moral support. Jordan Phillips and Isaiah McKenzie did not practice today, and they are questionable. For Miami, Alex Ingold, Teddy Bridgewater, Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips, all limited in practice today and are questionable. Liam Eichenberg did not practice, and he's questionable. Skylar, Thompson is expected to start, even though Teddy is still technically questionable, and he's up, still up to technically play. But yeah, Skylar, last week a whopping 152, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, but was able to dig out that W against the Jets, 11-6. That's my brief overview of the matchup. How we feeling about it? I personally think that Miami's gonna go out there and get boo-booed on, but it's a division match.
I'm listening, Swain.
It is not a division match. It's not even a fair one. It is not a fair one at all.
It's going to be
if
disgusting.
Tua was playing, then you'll be like, you know what? Yeah, it is a division match. It's that and the third. The Dolphins have no quarterback, man. They ain't got a quarterback. They couldn't even pull Teddy Bridgewater out, man. They have no quarterback this weekend. They have no quarterback, and that means they have no chance. No chance. Because there's no way to give your best weapon that you traded for the ball. You can't run the ball.
What can you do? What's the game plan? You can spam. You just kind of say fuck it and
it's
just
not
throw
gonna
it.
work with a guy who
You can just say fuck it and throw it.
And the XFL playing quarterback.
It's gonna be bad out there, man. It's gonna be really bad out there. Bills might be up.
Remember when the Bills played the Patriots last year?
Which one, the snowstorm or the actual playoff game?
The actual playoff game where Josh Allen just went ballistic on their ass.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting the same vibe for sure.
I don't even think it'll be that. I think it might be worse.
Oh yeah,
because at least the Patriots,
they were scoring.
At least they could score because Mac played a hell of a game that day. And the Bills just activated Micah goddamn Hyde. They just activated Micah Hyde. I completely forgot he was a person for a minute. That defense goes from really good to great when they add Micah Hyde. The Dolphins have no shot, man. Even if they had Teddy, I still think they really don't have a shot. I don't think they could keep up. The offense just doesn't run the same without two, and that's expected going from your starter to your backup. But It's just bad, man. Like you said, they're not a great running team, even though McDaniel comes from that Shanahan tree. I just don't think they have the offensive linemen to run as consistently as they want. Raheem Mostert has been really good this year for Raheem Mostert standards. He doesn't stay healthy. Jeff Wilson has been fine, but like you can't run on the Bills that much anyway. And now I don't know if Mike is going to play this weekend, but he is activated. He is off IR. But they got Trey White back. He's playing well. They got Christian Benford back. He was playing solid early in the season. It's going to be a bloodbath, man. It's going to be nasty out there for for Miami. I kind of wish they would just lost to the Jets so the Steelers could get in, and at least we'd have a fair fight because the Steelers defense can still muck shit up. Dolphins defense can't. They can't do any of that unless they're playing Joe Flacco, of course, but they ain't. So it's going to be nasty out there, man. It's going to be ugly.
Yeah, it's going to be a rough one. I don't expect too much out of Miami just because, like how you guys said, they don't have the quarterback. Well, starting quarterback, they got a quarterback. Just not a starting caliber quarterback for the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I just because they are in the same division, I still I don't think that the Bills will blow this game at all. But we all see how it is with division games when you're just playing a team that team that you see every year. Like I said, the other two games were within 3. Yeah, and both games were close and they both went either way. You know what I'm saying? 3-point difference in both games, and one team won, the other team won. I still expect Buffalo to get it done, but I'm kind of feeling like they're gonna not squeak out of it, but it'll be a lot closer than what we expect it to be.
I like Buffalo to cover that spread. I like Buffalo by 14. Easy. I like Buffalo by 14.
Yeah.
We're gonna see. We're gonna find out, man. We're gonna find out for sure.
I like Buffalo.
All right, next on our slate, we got the number 6 Baltimore Ravens and the number 3 seeded Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati's spread is right now is -10. Season series, they split 1-1. So no coin toss because the Bengals were able to win their last game, right? They don't have to do a coin toss anymore, right?
No, they do not.
All right, bet. Yeah, so Cincinnati will be definitely playing at home. Baltimore is 2-3 when Huntley is under center this season, and the Bengals are on an 8-game win streak currently. Cincinnati ranks 8th in total offense, 3rd in passing, and 29th in rushing, while 16th in total defense, 19th against the pass, and 7th against the rush. Baltimore ranks 16th in total defense, 30th in passing, and 2nd in rushing, while being 9th in total defense, 26th against the pass, and 3rd against the run. Cincinnati, their injuries, I think Alex Kappa is a huge injury, and I think that's a big one within like the entire playoffs, especially because you already don't have La'el Collins anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Britt Taylor, he was limited today. T. Higgins returned to practice today, and he is good to go for Sunday, so that's nice. Huntley was limited today, but is still expected to start. Marcus Peters and J.K. Dobbins are ready to go and fully participated in practice. Gus Edwards and Stu, when's the last time you heard this name? Thailand Wallace.
He was cooking last week. He got open a few times. Yeah.
Yeah, he was limited today, but I'm pretty sure he'll play. And also their center, Tristan Castillo, because their other center hurt, right?
Who, Baltimore?
Yeah. I believe he's hurt.
Linderbaum?
I don't think so.
Not
that I can remember.
Okay. Oh, never mind.
Not that I'm remembering.
Burrow says that Baltimore, expect a good game this week just because, they already split the season 1-1. He said that Baltimore knows their offense and, they know their defense, and Baltimore's defense tries to take away the bread and butter, and they do that very well. Mark Andrews also said that it doesn't matter who's at quarterback for them. They trust in whoever's back there, and they're going to get the job done because they're hungry. They're not going to roll over. They've been through so much already. And fun fact, Harbaugh has the most road wins in the playoffs in NFL history with 8.
And Baltimore never get home advantage.
Mm-hmm. And Baltimore is 6-0 on the road in wild card games.
Well, they'll be 6-1 this week. They're not beating Cincinnati, man. I just can't. I mean, they had Anthony Brown in there last week, so I mean, He's a step down from Tyler Huntley. Well, a couple steps down from Tyler Huntley. But like, it's not like Tyler Huntley out there setting the world on fire either. Like, he's a fine backup.
A
I just
solid
don't think
backup.
Baltimore's going to be able to muster enough points, man. Like, if since he scores 20, I don't think they can match that. I don't. I really don't. Since he is relatively healthy, well, pretty much healthy. DJ Reader's there. I know Sam Hubbard was banged up a few weeks ago. Trey Henderson is back. I know they lost Chibo a while ago, but I just nobody on that Baltimore team offensively puts any fear in you. Now, defensively, they've been playing very well ever since Roquan Smith got
Boy, Roquan
ever
be
since
playing
Roquan
like
got back, was traded to them. They went from like 24th in defensive DVOA to like 7th over the last 7 or 8 games that Roquan's been playing. He makes a huge difference. I
that
think it'll
man
be a
plays like
nasty
it's
game.
everybody.
It'll probably be like 23-16, something nasty, or 23-13, something nasty like that. But Baltimore, they just don't have it offensively, man. I can't expect Tyler Huntley to win me a playoff game. Would I be surprised if Baltimore won? No, because this is what Baltimore does. They just win. That's
Figure out
what
ways to
the
win.
entire AFC North does. Just muck shit up and just makes games nasty, and they end up winning sometimes. So I still take Cincinnati. I would even take the spread 10 -10, man. I really would. I just think they're way more talented without Lamar than Baltimore is.
I think it may have the potential to get ugly if Baltimore's defense is going to be on that field all night.
Sure.
If that's the case, eventually, what Cincy goes for, and it's going to be eventually, them home run plays are eventually going to get open. I mean, because your guys are just going to be tired. I don't see how the Ravens are going to plan to even move the ball on Cincinnati, to be honest with you, because the plan is to run the ball. Although they are high rated in running offense, part of it was because Lamar, so that his numbers are still put into it. But even then, you don't have him. Your running backs, J.K. Dobbins been good. J.K. Dobbins been very good.
My problem with JK is every time he run, it feels like he gets hurt again, and it scares the shit out of me. Like,
I feel
damn.
that way with every
what
Baltimore
happened?
running back. It don't matter who is taking the snaps. Every Baltimore running back feels like a knee is finna pop out every time I watch it.
It scares the hell out of me, man.
Yeah, you feel me? So I think the run game is going to have a hard time to get going, and Cincinnati has a great run defense, man.
They do. DJ Reader. My God, son.
That's my
he's just
issue.
a mammoth out there.
My thing is, what are you going to do when that that running game is not working? I don't trust Huntley to win me the game, and that's what it's going to have to come down to. And that's going to end up leading to short possessions with your defense on the field more than you like. And you can't have that against Joe Burrow, because if you see your guys getting tired, he's going to pick them apart. I'm sorry.
I just think we're going to see Baltimore's going to give you 4 trick plays to them on Sunday. I'm calling it right now. You're going to see a flea flicker or two, a quarterback toss to a running back, to a throwback to a quarterback. You're going to see a whole bunch of a fake punt, maybe a fake field goal.
Reverse.
Yeah, you might see a damn option play to a fullback. Patrick Ricard.
Oh, no, not again.
Line up at wide receiver and motion to the backfield and throw the football. You're just gonna see a bunch of weird shit.
The most 60-yard
Mark Andrews end around.
Yeah, they're gonna have to try to manufacture explosive plays through trick plays and misdirection and deception and stuff like that, because they're not just gonna be able to straight up, let's get I formation, guys. Let's run our Lamar offense when you don't have Lamar in there. So, like I said, you're gonna see a whole bunch of funky ass plays from Greg Roman. I think
it's gonna be disgusting. It's gonna be disgusting. I think that I'm kind of with Don on it. I think after a certain point where your running game is gonna give out, just because one, it's not the same as if you have Lamar on the field, and two, you're going against a top 10 run defense throughout the season. I just think it's gonna And a weird fact that I also saw the other day was something like every team that has won in the first round of the playoffs uh, was winning in the running game, or I believe that's what it was in wild card weekend last year. Every team that advanced to the next round uh, beat the other team in rushing. I believe that's what it was, or something like that. And I think that is definitely important that if you can't run the ball successfully or you can't do anything like that in the playoffs, you definitely aren't going to win. And that's just the sad thing about it. It gets colder. You know, the conditions change a little bit. You can't throw all the time. You just gonna have to pick up the hard yards. And I don't think that they're going to be able to do that as much against Cincy this week. I feel like Cincy just gonna come out there and be Cincy. I don't feel the same way as how I do in the vision games about like how I said the Dolphins game, Dolphins and Bills. I don't know why. I feel like this is gonna be the blowout.
I don't.
I feel like this is gonna be the blowout.
I don't. I think Baltimore's way too well coached, and it didn't happen last week. And they played with a worse quarterback.
Yeah, I know. It's just something telling me not. This game gonna get ugly. But on to Stu and the boys. The number 5 Los Angeles Chargers. I said 5. 5. Y'all 5.
Yeah,
Versus number 4 Jacksonville Jaguars. Chargers are expected to win. Minus 3.5 spread. Jacksonville won the first meeting 38-10. Granted, I will say Herb was out there playing with shards of bones in his lungs and all that. So
that did.
Chargers are 4-1 in their last 5, while the Jags are 6-1 since their bye week, which was week 11. Los Angeles ranks 9th in total offense, 4th in passing, 30th in rushing, while ranking 20th in total defense, 7th against the pass, and 28th against the run. Jacksonville ranks 10th in total offense, 12th in passing, 14th in rushing, while being 24th in total defense, 27th against the pass, and 12th against the run. Key injuries. The Chargers, Mike Will didn't practice today, but apparently he is playing Sunday, right?
Yeah, he's gonna be out there.
Yeah, so he's gonna be hobbling and limping out there. So that's nice. But if y'all win this week, too, y'all get Slater back.
Yeah.
So that's good. Jacksonville. This probably doesn't mean much. I'm pretty sure all these guys are gonna play, but T-Law, Scherf, and Agnew, they were all limited today in practice, but I'm pretty sure they're all playing.
Yeah.
Some little key tidbits. I want to say Chargers are 3rd in the league in giving up big plays. Y'all have given up 72 plays of 20 yards or more. And also just to throw this in because I know it's gonna make Stu flare up a little bit. Did you know that Justin Herbert is one of 2 players in NFL history to have at least 25 passing touchdowns in their first 3 seasons?
Of course I knew that.
Okay, and you know who the other guy is, right?
Yeah,
the guy he's not. No, it's not. It's not Marino.
Oh, it's not Marino. Mahomes.
Nope. Just think of why I would say that this might make you flare up. Just think. Recently,
huh?
No.
In his first 3 years?
Yep. Just think. The only person that I will probably talk to you about, not T-Law, but T-Law should be a hint.
Peyton Manning?
Yep. It's because T-Law Peyton Manning apparently, not her.
Yeah.
So.
Apparently he's 6 levels ahead of Justin Herbert. Apparently.
I just thought that was ironic when I seen that stat. I was like, still gonna love this.
Apparently he's Peyton goddamn Manning.
But yeah, that's the tale of the tape so far. I think this is going to be a good game. I think it'll be interesting. I think Jacksonville hungry. Unless y'all straight experiences just flares up out of nowhere and y'all are just like, let's not play with these boys. I think that this will be a pretty solid game to watch, entertaining. I think this could be kind of a shootout-ish. I think it could be. But I still got you guys winning, definitely. I got the Chargers winning. I think T-Law drops his nuts and, shows that he belongs in here, and also Herb does. I think we're going to get a nice battle.
I'm listening, Swing.
This game really comes down to the growth of Trevor Lawrence if we really wanted to see a shootout type game, because the past couple games have not really been good. Although I give it to them, the last two games, division games, those are toss ups. It's however it go. I'm just saying they won 31-3 against the Texans, but like Trevor Lawrence didn't do anything, he didn't score a touchdown, nothing. And they won 19-3 to the Jets, but the Jets played. The Jets got a good defense, so he ain't had a good game in a minute, probably since the Dallas game.
Dallas, yeah.
Yeah, the Dallas game. So we got to see him. He has to turn it up. He has to turn it up for the playoffs. And I don't even count the first meeting between the Jaguars and the Chargers because, first of all, Sony Michel was the Chargers' leading rusher that game. Okay.
I mean, the game was in September, son.
Keenan ain't played. James Robinson had 100 yards. Like it's a whole different ball game now. And even then, Trevor threw 3 touchdowns, but and the Jaguars, I think, scored off a fumble. So it was a whole lot of wacky shit that game.
Yeah, it was a weird game. So going back to that game, everybody, I mean, they beat our ass, no doubt. The score indicates how the game went, but it was 16-10 midway through the third quarter. James Robinson doesn't play for the Jaguars anymore. Justin Herbert doesn't have his ribs touching his lungs. We're not going to have half of play from Rashawn Slater. Joey Bosa's back. We're going to have Keenan out there. Mike is only going to get 6 targets and have 1 catch. It's a completely different Chargers team out there, man. Trey Pipkins got, I think, Corey Linsley didn't play that game either, if I'm remembering correctly. So it's a whole different ball game this time. There's going to be 2 deciding factors for me because I think the Chargers are going to be able to score on these boys. The Jaguars cannot guard. They can't guard. The pass defense is bad. Tyson Campbell is good, and Darius Williams is a solid player. But Darius Williams is 5'9". All our receivers are gigantic. We should be able to take advantage of that. And nobody's noticed, but since Keenan Allen has come back healthy, he's been insane. He's been insane. Trey Herndon can't guard him, bro. This should be a big 15 target Keenan game. You know what I'm saying? And I think it would be better if you watch the Broncos game. The Broncos gave us the most problems pass rush wise because how they twist and stunt and they game things up really well. Last week, we pretty much gloved that all up. So I think the offensive line is coming into play. We still won't be able to run against them, boys. We can't run the ball against most damn teams. We probably won't be able to run the ball against the Jags. But if we can keep the game, I don't think they're going to blow us out. But if I think we can stay on task and on script and keep the game close, we can still incorporate the run game and not, let them pin their ears back and, rush the passer. But the big part is going to be defensively. If we can stop the run on early downs, and I don't want us to, I'm not asking them niggas to be the damn 49ers stopping the run. Just on first and second downs, don't get bullied. And they've done a terrific job of that over the back half of the season, really. In the first game, T-Law played very, very well. He was making some throws that's what you draft him first overall for, to make those throws. The problem is you don't make those throws often. No quarterback does. He's not there yet to continuously make those throws in the tight coverage all the time. I don't think we're going to see that this week. The biggest matchup is between Dougie P and whoever he chooses to pick on, whichever one of our linebackers he chooses to pick on. If he wants to pick on Drew,
I think Evan Ingram's
more power to him. Go ahead and pick on Drew. If it's a big Evan Ingram game, nigga, sure, I'll take a big Evan Ingram game. But Brandon Staley cannot, and I repeat, he cannot let number 9 roam in coverage all game. It will be disgusting out there. They will tear that middle of the field up. And they have a really, really good quick game. And I think
quick guys.
I don't think Cam Robinson's playing. I think Cam Robinson is hurt. So it's going to be Walker Little and Jawan Taylor against Bosa and Mack. I think we have the upper hand here. I don't like the -3.5. I think we'll win by a field goal like 24-21, but I think Chargers get the dub.
Okay. I'm definitely feeling that. I'm with the Chargers, dub. I can get with that.
Big Justin Herbert game coming.
All right, but that. Don, you got anything else you want to say about this game?
Nah, that'll be it right there. Evan Ingram gonna go off though. I ain't gonna lie. That's inevitable.
Throw Darwin on his ass, yo. What you mean?
I mean, you can, but
yeah, you can. But I want Derwin to do more things instead of just having to guard fucking Evan Ingram all game.
Let's take him away. Y'all straight. Y'all be good. No. Unless Christian Kirk decides to turn into 2010 Deshaun Jackson.
That's my thing. Christian Kirk isn't a slouch, so I want to kind of have eyes on him. Even though I trust Dave.
Bryce Callahan has been locking up all year. I'm not too worried about Christian Kirk. Had a good game last game, but that wasn't all on Bryce. That was some coverage bust, and most of that stuff was later in the game anyway when we was getting our teeth fucking kicked in. So and Jalen Guyton got hurt that game. Don favorite wide receiver.
Yeah, the separator.
The guy.
The guy.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me. All right, we got a number 7 seeded Seattle Seahawks and the number 2 seeded San Francisco 49ers. 49ers looking to cover a -9.5 spread. This is the first game of the NFC side of the bracket. Also, season series. San Fran obliterated them in both games. They're up 2-0. San Fran is currently on a 10-game win streak. Insane. Since Halloween.
Yeah.
While Seattle has won their last 2 games, and if I told you the other couple games before that, it'd be probably like 2-3, 2-4, something like that. They really fell off towards the end of the season. San Fran ranks 5th overall in total offense, 13th in passing, 8th in rushing, while being 1st in total defense, 2nd against the pass, which is kind of surprising to me, and 2nd against not surprising, but you wouldn't think that when you talk about how San Fran is the best defense in the NFL, you wouldn't think that they'd be 22nd against the pass. Yeah. But and 2nd against the run. Seattle ranks 13th in total offense, 10th in passing, 18th in rushing, while being 26th in total defense, 14th against the pass, and 30th against the run. Ew. San Fran, their key injuries. Jason Verrett is still out with his Achilles injury. Ambry Thomas is also out. San Fran. I'm just saying,
you had to do that to my guy.
Tore that joint? I didn't know he tore it. It just said Achilles. I should have figured, but I didn't know he tore it.
My God. Put my nigga in the
My bad. If you ever watch this pod for whatever reason, it was no disrespect, man. I'm sorry. I was unaware. I apologize. I wasn't familiar.
I wasn't familiar with your game.
I'm sorry. Seattle, Noah fans expected to play this week, so that's good.
Hooray! Fucking savior. This just to get his ass sent to prison by Fred Warner.
DJ Dallas, Shelby Harrison, Xavier Crawford are all questionable for Sunday also, but they did practice. They were limited today. That's my I ain't have too much for this game. I'm not gonna lie. That's my overview of it. I expect San Fran to just come in there and handle business, like they normally do in the first round of the playoffs most years. They don't play down their competition. I can firmly say that they never do. Unless Gino feels like no, hear me out, because he was feeling himself a little. He was feeling himself a little bit earlier in the week when he made that tweet about getting paid and I only had so much time to do X, Y, and Z. I feel like he does have to show us something here in this game. And that'll be the biggest factor going into this game is how well Gino plays. And if he is able to fight through getting the, all the, what's the word I want to use? if he's able to fight through all the, I guess, commotion and all the shit that he's gonna get from San Fran's defense, if you get what I'm saying, all the heat that we take, is he gonna be able to make the right reads? He's still gonna be able to make them throws that we saw when we were all saying, "Oh, Geno like that. Geno here to play. Geno might have a spot in this league, to be a starting quarterback." Is he able to do all that stuff that he was doing in the first couple of weeks in the first half of the NFL? Then what he was able to put in the last couple of weeks that we saw. So I think that's my biggest factor in this game. Also, if Brock Purdy is still, he getting all this hype also, and we still got to see how long this is going to last. Teams got tape on him now. I mean, he's had a while to get tape on him. So, but teams got tape on him now. You never know. Somebody might see something that other people don't see, and it might fuck up his whole game. So those are my two big factors. It lies on the quarterbacks to me.
Listen, man. Seattle finna get their fucking teeth kicked in.
I'm trying to be positive.
They just don't have the guys in the trenches offensively, man.
Oh, for sure.
Or defensively, I'm sorry. They just don't have the guys. And nobody cares. Not nobody cares, but nobody really noticed. But the 49ers were doing all of that winning without Debo and Elijah Mitchell. They're back. They're just back. They're just here. They're just here. Now, I don't think that the 49ers have the best receiver room or weaponry in the league, but there's not a more diverse room in the league in terms of versatility. Like, Kyle Juszczyk can do everything. Christian McCaffrey can do everything. Debo can do everything. Kittle can do everything. Jawan Jennings is really good. Ayuk is really good. Elijah Mitchell is a really good backup. Like, I mean, damn. They just have so many weapons at their disposal that it's hard to game plan and beat those guys. And Kyle Shanahan is quarterback proof. He just is. I've seen enough, nigga. I've seen Nick Mullins be good in that system. I've seen Jimmy Garoppolo go to a damn Super Bowl and go to multiple conference championships. Brock Purdy looks like an NFL starter. He was the last pick in the damn draft. He's QB proof.
They could throw me in there. I promise you, we going to the bowl.
This is why he didn't want Trey Lance. He said, I don't need all that flashy shit. Just give me a guy to do what the hell I tell him to do. If I tell you to throw it on your third step, throw it then. I don't care about all that running around and that hoopla and all that Justin Fields shit. Go give me Mac Jones. I
like
thought
a true Shanahan.
Saying that. Kyle Shanahan was dead ass serious. He said, go give me a Kirk Cousins type and I got this shit. He's insane.
Spoken like a true Shanahan.
He's insane. And then on the defensive side, I love Charles Cross and I love Abraham Lucas. But that Bosa boy, it might get ugly out there. It might get ugly. It's a black quarterback back there, son. It might get critical out there. It might get critical, man.
Geno whisper MAGA in his ear.
On every weekend. Oh, man.
He might say some disgusting things, though, Geno. The only thing that I think will save Seattle, not save them, but give them a fighter's chance, is I still think you can throw the ball down the field on the 49ers. As much as I love Talanoa Hufanga, that's not his game.
Yeah.
Being a deep coverage safety and all that. And I still think you can get their corners. Travarius Ward has been good, but I like DK in that matchup. Tyler Lockett is still really good. So if the passing game can get in a rhythm and Geno's not getting his ass beat for 4 quarters, they can make it a game, and I won't doubt Pete Carroll in it is a division matchup. But I think San Fran kicks them in the teeth for most of the game, man. I think Seattle covers the 9.5, but it's probably like 27-20, and they scored at 20 with like 3 minutes left, and it's basically over by then. You know what I'm saying? I think they cover though because the offense is still really good. But San Fran got that, man.
I got the 49ers really massacring this shit. really bad. I
I
mean,
hope.
because in the regular season, it didn't work good. Geno Smith has not been good since the beginning of December. He hasn't been good. He's been very regular looking. He's back. I mean, I don't, you feel me? I'm still
Hey
like
man, watch it
I,
now.
I'm just saying. I feel like I'm kind of looking at. I ain't gonna go say Jets Geno. We're gonna say what Giants Geno or something.
Chargers, Gino.
He's been
It ain't
everywhere.
looking good. It ain't looking good. Kenneth Walker, I love the guy. Go ahead, count him out this weekend.
Yeah,
Go
go
ahead,
ahead,
count
go
him
ahead,
out.
go ahead, hit that under, everybody.
Now, the only reason 49ers defense is last in pass defense, I mean, we know why. Who's covering out there?
Travarius Ward can guard, but that's one
That's
guy.
Yeah,
one guy.
Ward
Jimmy
and
Ward can guard,
what's that
but
guy I said with the Achilles? He was out there.
oh my God, he ain't been out there the whole season, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Jesus,
the whole season. I did not know
it's
that.
basically
It
been the
didn't
whole
say
season.
that
He's been gone for a long time.
because they only showed me the update from
It's
today. So
disgusting.
like I was like, okay.
And I told y'all. I told y'all from the first Brock Purdy game. I said, you know what? He's gonna be all right. They're gonna be all right with him. It's fine. He's not messing up. He'll be all right. He keep doing what he do. That's a good team.
He
He
do what
just kept.
Shanahan tell him to do, man.
Yeah, he just kept doing it. They're a great. You're looking at a championship team. This is a championship team.
I mean, they
So
are every year.
yeah. So
They
and
just
listen,
fold.
you know Seattle run defense stink. So now you're telling me Elijah Mitchell's back with McCaffrey? Jesus. With Debo? Oh,
Yeah,
every
it might
run
get a
play I
little
had
tricky.
drawn up for Shanahan, he probably just go ahead and try shit out right now. This is the
Mm-hmm.
time to try shit
I
out.
want to run a triple option with Hughes checking quarterback. Let's do it.
Yeah. Try everything
They
out.
did it against us. Shit. What? I don't see why not against them.
It's going to be smash mouth football, man. And Seattle's not built for smash mouth football. Not
Not no
yet.
Not
more.
that first in Seattle, yeah.
Not no
And
more.
it's going to be ugly, man. And you got Nick Bosa playing on MLK weekend, man. He's out for blood, man.
Hey, y'all, y'all want to know what's something interesting that I found out
Boy, he
over
gonna
this?
say, "Hey, oh, yo, I'm gonna show you a dream, all right."
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, yo. The one thing I thought that was very interesting, just because of the whole, Nick Bosa thing and the MAGA, and I'm not gonna call him something because he might not be one just because he's MAGA, but I found out this week that after every game, him and Trent Williams real life sit down in the locker room together and talk. They just talk about the whole game. Their lockers are apparently across from each other, and they after every game, Nick comes up to Trent's locker. They sit down for a good 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and they just talk about the whole game, talk about, getting better, talk about, just what they see at, what Trent sees at left tackle and what Nick sees, playing edge rusher. So I thought that was pretty cool to find out and learn about that, I would
They
never
ain't talking about politics. That's all we care about.
Oh, I know, but I mean, I'm saying I would just never think
It might get a little rough in there if that gets to
and
talking.
I think that shit is pretty cool. And I think that a lot of teams should probably be doing that. And your best edge rusher, if you have an all pro edge rusher and an all pro left tackle, I don't see why y'all aren't like, closer, like having these kind of conversations, because iron sharpens iron. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's, Trent's probably giving him some tips on how to be a better edge rusher because, he's a all pro fucking left tackle.
Them
Nick
one
Bosa's
on ones
probably
in that practice probably
teach him
caused
something.
every earthquake.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like a damn thunderstorm every time.
Every earthquake that hit San Francisco was all them 101s between them niggas.
That's tough, man. I like that jump. But yeah, that's just something I thought was pretty interesting that I found out watching somebody's pod. I was watching the Pat McAfee jump. Yeah. Found out on there. Pretty good.
Matt
pretty
McAfee.
Mm.
Yeah, man. I fuck with his pod. Shout out Pat. If you ever see this joint, I fuck with you, Pat. But yeah, next game we got the most anticipated matchup of the weekend, I think. The New York Giants at the Minnesota Vikings. Just because everybody, I feel like, is kind of just like the Giants are going to win this jump. Giants got this in the bag. Kirk on prime time, he going to fold,
Oh, brother.
But Minnesota, -3 spread. Season series. Well, not even a season series, but Minnesota won the first matchup that they had this. It was 3 weeks ago, and they won 24-21 or 27-24, something like that. They only won by 3.
Yep.
Giants have won 2 of their last 8. while many is 5-3 in their last 8-3 since the bye week, which was in week 7. Many ranked 7th in total offense, 2nd in passing, and 27th in rushing, while being the 31st ranked defense, 31st against the pass, and 20th against the run. Not good. The Giants ranked 18th in total offense, 27th in passing, and 4th in rushing, while being 25th in total defense, 15th against the pass, and 27th against the run. Key injuries. Cameron Dantzler and Harrison Smith were both limited today, but I'm pretty sure they're both playing on Sunday.
Dantzler suck anyway.
I mean, but everybody know Dantzler. Everybody know the colorful dread guy. No, that's Arnett. I'm sorry. Yeah, but yeah.
Jesus.
The Giants, Leonard Williams and Evan Neal were limited today, but they are questionable for Sunday. I imagine that both of them play. I think Leonard played last week, did he? Anybody know?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure Dabo probably sat him anyway if he was healthy enough to play.
Well, yeah, they sat everybody last week, right?
Everybody. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. Vikings have an NFL record of 11 wins that are by 8 or fewer points.
Mm-hmm.
And Vikings also learned this today, have the second best home record in the NFC at 40-18, which is only behind Green Bay, who is 45-16-1 since 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good stuff right there. If you know what I'm saying, you're feeling pretty confident at home if you're many. I like. I hate to say this.
I like many.
I do like many in this matchup. I want many. Well, yeah, obviously I want many to win, but I think that this is the game. This is the trap game of the playoffs. New York ain't no slouches. They've been falling off. Well, not falling off, but they haven't been consistently good as they were at the beginning of the season. I will say that, but it's still New York and Daboll. You know what I'm saying? They find ways to keep it close. They find ways to win. They're great coach. They are coached greatly. They might not have the roster, but them boys get it done. They play as a unit. They play as a team. They got DJ looking like a fucking top 10 quarterback in the NFL. So I think that this is another game that is going to be relatively close. I do think Minnie pulls it out. I got Minnie winning this one myself. I got them winning I think that they win by 7. I think they win by a touchdown at least. Just because I don't believe that if Kirk doesn't go out there and shit the bed like how we all think he might do on primetime, then they should definitely win this game. They should definitely be able to get out to an early start. They should be able to abuse their DBs because their DBs are garbage. But that's just how I'm feeling about it right now. But I'll take many covering that spread for sure.
I like the Giants in this one, man. Offensively for the Giants, just like I said for the Ravens, you're going to see a lot of trickery going on. Might see a flea flicker, might see a wide receiver pass, might see a wide receiver throwing it back to Daniel Jones, might see a fucking Philly special. God damn it. Daboll's going to do anything to manufacture explosive plays, and they are going to ride Saquon until his wheels fall off in this game. I'm talking 20 to 25 carries. He might get 6 or 7 targets, couple screens, probably try him a couple wheel routes against linebackers. I think the game turns on his head defensively because there's no team in the league as volatile as the Giants are defensively because of how Wink plays or how Wink schemes things up. I think Dex and Aziz and Leonard and KT are going to fuck this game up. I think they're going to blow that line up. And it's going to be difficult for the Vikings to match that early. And, I know they want to get the ball to Justin Jefferson. They have plenty of weapons. KJ Osborne is fine. Adam Thielen is taking a step back, but he's pretty sure he's better than every corner the Giants have out there.
Dalvin Cook is a respectable receiving threat from out the backfield. Out the backfield. Yeah.
And I just think the Giants defensively to muck this game up like they did the last one. And I think if on offense, they incorporate like some of the trickery, like I was saying, some of the deception, and they get Daniel Jones on the move, and they can run with him and Saquon. I think they can win a nasty game like 20-16 or like 19-14, something like that. I like the Giants, man.
I like the Vikings. Here's why. Although we've been talking about how Kirk Cousins is bad in prime time, Daniel Jones has never won a game at 4 o'clock. He's never won a game at 4 o'clock. So that automatically neutralizes the field right there. This nigga's never won at 4 o'clock. So some reason he just can't do it. 1 o'clock, he's ready. 4 o'clock, he's terrible. That's just what it is.
He ain't
That's
used
the
to it.
thing.
That's a 3-hour difference, man. They usually play at 1.
That's the thing with both of these
That
things.
jet lag.
Now, even though the Vikings defense is last, the difference that helped them win these many games is the Vikings can get turnovers. They're pretty good at it. They're middle pack right there with the Giants. And I think that's how this game is going to end up going.
Mm-hmm.
Young Daniel Jones, first playoff game away in a loud stadium. I feel like the Vikings will do just enough, and the playoff pressure will be there just enough that they'll create crucial turnovers at the right time and convert. And I feel like with Wink, you know how Wink is. He's going to send the kitchen. He's going to send the kitchen. But I feel like Kirk Cousins, the last time they played, Kirk Cousins responded to that very well. And he was able to hit Justin Jefferson every single time. Justin Jefferson murdered New York. And I feel like,
I mean, he's going to do it again.
yeah, I feel like who is there to stop him again? Nobody's there to stop him again if it happens. So, like, I just feel like the Vikings, they're going to keep that game plan, and it's going to work, except this time they're going to try and really get the turnovers going. We've seen clean football from Daniel Jones. We have. And trust me, I like it. But I'm just saying, and I hate to say it, but he about due for it. And what time now? Then the playoffs in the primetime game in a big environment that he's never been in before to go ahead and do it. I think he's due for one. That's just how I see it.
Okay. I can dig it. I can dig it. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if Mini wins. They're the better team.
Yeah.
But I just think the way the Giants have played this season, I think they match up well with these boys. And not that the Vikings are frauds or anything, but 11 wins by a score or less. 11, all of them.
That's
I mean,
insane.
damn, man.
And
man, you know how to
I
win.
shit you not. Every time, I swear to you, it's always a weird turnover at the right time.
Bro, the Bills fumbled the ball on the 1 yard line.
What I tell you?
And they got a safety. That shit
What's the game? The
30
They were getting beat by the corpse of Matt Ryan 36-3.
36-3.
And won the game.
It's
That's
a
not
turnover
normal, man.
I'm trying to tell you.
That should not
time,
happen.
They just hit that turnover button. Boom, boom, boom. What's the game with Pat?
Yeah,
Pete?
the Jonah Buffalo Wild Wings. He hitting that fucking button.
Yeah. What's the game? Pat Pete had pick 6. I mean, they're like, it happens every
Nigga,
week.
Chandon Sullivan had 2 damn touchdowns against one of them got called. I think both of them got called back against the Colts. And they were both turnovers. But, like, bro, come on, man. You got a resurgent Pat Pete year, a great Harrison Smith year for his age. Zadarius Smith came in the ball. It's like you just getting all these random ass good years. It's just weird to me, man. It's just really weird. They're a good team though. Like next year, if they keep the core, if they add a little bit, I still think that's a playoff level team. Do I think they're going to go 12-5 or 13-4? No, absolutely not. No, not in Dan Campbell's division. They not.
Oh wow, that's.
Hey,
I can't get mad at that because
Talk to him. Talk to him, yo.
Not in Dan Campbell's division, so.
I bet. Yeah. I bet. Now we move on to the last game that we got. We got the number 5 seed Dallas Cowgirls at the number 4 Tampa Bay Bucks on Monday. I think that's still disgusting. But Dallas is favored to win this one on a -2.5 spread. They played once, and that was week 1. So I'm really not gonna pay much attention to it. But Tampa Bay won 19-3 in week 1.
Tom Brady
Cowboys
never
are 6.
lost to the Cowboys.
That is a fact that I did have to say. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's never lost. But Cowboys are 6-2 in their last 8. Tampa is 3-4 in their last 7. Dallas ranks 11th in total offense, 18th in passing, 9th in rushing, while being the 12th ranked defense and being 8th against the pass and 22nd against the run. Tampa Bay is 15th in total offense, 6th in passing, 32nd dead last in rushing. So yeah.
Who, Tampa?
9th in total defense, 10th against the pass, and 15th against the run. Tampa Bay, they got back a lot of people this week. Either got back or are showing that a lot of people are playing this week. Julio, Mike Evans, Mike Edwards, Carlton Davis, Keanu Neal, and Carl Nassib were all full practices today, and they will be playing on Sunday. Kyle Rudolph did not practice. He's questionable. Vita and Logan Ryan were limited today, but I'm pretty sure that they're going to play. Dallas was just it's actually kind of a couple people. Leighton and their center Tyler I can't say his last name. Yeah, him. Yeah, they were full participants today. They will be full goals for Monday, because I know Leighton missed like the last 3 weeks because he had a pinched nerve in his neck.
Mm-hmm.
Tyron Smith and DeMarcus Lawrence were both limited today, but I'm pretty sure they're both playing on Monday also. Some little facts about this game. This is the first time in Brady's career that he was the underdog in a playoff game. He's not favored to win.
That's crazy.
First time ever. Want to know something else that's crazy? That kind of offsets everything.
What's that?
Dallas hasn't won a road playoff game in 30 years. 30.
Yikes.
30.
Mm-hmm.
And also one thing that I think we should look at. I know Micah is young. I know, you know what I'm saying? He's a spring chicken, all that. He might be fatigued in this game a little bit. He has damn near 1,000 snaps this season.
Oh, he'll be fine.
Damn near, that's a lot. That's a shit ton compared to a lot of the other guys that are more, other guys I would even say were defensive player of the year candidates.
Max Crosby played over 1,000 snaps. Max Crosby played 96% of his snaps.
But he's not in the play.
I mean, yeah, I'm just saying that's fucking crazy. It's a lot of snaps.
Like Nick Bosa has played damn near 250 less snaps, and we're talking about him being defensive player of the year over Micah. That's just something, just something that I thought about, something that I found to be very interesting. So, do with that information as you may. Argue, debate, go, spit.
Okay. So, yeah, Tom Brady hasn't lost to the Cowboys, and that's not going to change either. It's not going to change this weekend. I think Dallas bread and butter is the running game. I don't think they're going to run with as much success on Tampa as they do with most teams. And I think Bowles will be smart enough to keep 2 on number 88 and just let the rest cook out. Just let the rest rock. If Noah Brown and Michael Gallup and the ghost of T.Y. fucking Hilton beat me, oh damn well.
Don't forget your boy, Hendershot.
Yeah, Peyton Hendershot and Jake Ferguson and Dalton Schultz. If they beat me, God bless Dak Prescott. God bless Kellen Moore. God bless Jerry Jones and Mike McCarthy. But I don't think Bowles will let that happen. Tampa also can't run the ball, and Dallas doesn't have. Dallas' run defense isn't like terrible, but it's not good either. You know what I'm saying? 22nd is fine, because when you look at stats like that, the difference between like 22nd and 14th is probably like 7 yards. That's not a crazy difference. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's awful. If Brady has time, and I'm pretty sure he'll have ample amount of time to get the ball off. If they can get that deep to intermediate passing game going, I think They're not going to blow Dallas out because I think Dallas is really good. But I think Tampa has the edge. I want to say they have the coaching edge too, but Bowles ain't really good. And neither is Mike McCarthy, though. So, nigga, I don't know. And, well, no, I put it like this. The team with the edge is the team with the oldest player. Tom Brady. That's my analysis. Tom Brady wins. Boom, nigga. Shit.
That's what makes it hard for me.
Nigga went through all that just to be like, you know what? It's Tom Brady. He wins.
Tom Brady. I'm not betting against Tom
wins,
Brady against
literally.
a team that hasn't won a road game since '93, a team that he's never lost to, and the team that's coached by Mike McCarthy. I'm just not betting against Tom Brady in that scenario. I'm just not. I don't care.
I get
The
you.
Cowboys are a better team, but not this week. They won't be. They weren't week 1, and they ain't gonna be in week 19. So,
as far as the 30 years thing, I ain't even going to consider it because this is the first time we've seen Dallas consistently in the playoffs like this since the 90s anyway. So,
sure.
So my thing is it has to come down to Tom Brady being Tom Brady in the playoffs, and can Dak Prescott step up and step everyone up?
No.
And overcome the odds in this game. And I feel like he can.
I think he can too.
I feel like that can. Because you know me, I've watched every Tampa Bay. I watched every Tampa Bay game, bro. This is not a good Buccaneers team. Yeah, it's been banged up, but when it's healthy, it hasn't been good either. Todd Bowles, horrible coach. He stinks. Byron Leftwich is not the coordinator we think he is. It's sad to say. The running game hasn't been going well. Fournette is fat. All right. He turned into a check down god. He's not as good as a runner as he used to be. Honestly, the only reason they're here is because we didn't know how to stop Mike Evans from going straight. And before that game, Mike Evans is having a horrible year. He's having a bad season. When is the last time Mike Evans he had 9 touchdowns this year. Credit 3 of them was to us. Oh, no. I don't think he had 9. 6. And 3 of them was on us in one game. So really he had 3 touchdowns before that game.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't having a 100-yard game since, before us, of course, since October 27th, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good team. I like Dallas's roster more than I like Tampa Bay roster. I think even though Vita Vea is back and that run defense is good, I feel like Pollard and Zeke are special enough to overcome it a little bit, and just enough to set up the pass game, because that's all they got to do. If they set up that pass game, I like Carlton Davis, I do, but I don't think he'll be 100%. And CeeDee Lamb that's not an easy challenge.
I don't think he's gonna follow CD anyway. You know, CD do most of his work out the slot anyway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So messing around with CeeDee Lamb was never easy. He's all over the damn field, and once he gets going, it's a long game, because then you got Dalton Schultz doing that Jason Witten shit. And next thing you know, Paul again screen kept passes. Now the offensive playbook is just open, and I feel like that's eventually what's going to happen. Tom Brady has to click, man. He has to click with his guys. All year, he has not been clicking with these pass catchers, and it's not Tom Brady's fault. These guys stink. Cade Otton stinks. He doesn't know where to go.
Cade Otton.
He doesn't know where to go. You feel me? Julio's good for 3 routes, and then he's hurt again.
That's fine. It's my goal.
Godwin's been good this year. I give that to Godwin.
Right.
He's been the most consistent receiver on the team.
Of course you give it to him. You went to Penn State, nigga.
Yeah, of course, Penn State legend. But that other Penn State legend, Donovan Smith, I pray for that brother. Because Michael gonna be over there, and Lord have mercy, Donovan Smith has not been good this year. Usually he's always okay. He stinks this year. Wirfs has been dealing with injuries all season. All season. They better do something about Michael, because it could get real ugly really fast. But Tom Brady gets the ball out. He does get the ball out. But if his guys ain't at them spots, we're gonna see a lot of iPads hit the ground. Like,
Give me 10.
I'm telling you, like, this is not the same Buccaneers team you've seen from last year. The chemistry's off. Brady's way more frustrated nowadays easily because his guys just aren't doing
His wife left him.
the simple things they're supposed to do. You see a zone, sit down in the zone. His guys swinging right like they playing with Lamar Jackson. Nigga, Brady is not running. Stay there. It's the simple assignments. I think Dallas has enough. I think they'll have enough dynamic plays to get it done.
You know what? I'd love to agree with you, Don. But as an avid Cowboys hater, and I have to watch them in the playoffs when I'm not, I'm not sold on it. I'm sorry, I'm just not.
You got to stay on brand, son. I respect it.
It's like I'm just not sold on the Cowboys taking that next step, especially especially what they have shown us in the past 2 weeks. I would say 2-3 weeks. Not very high on them. I will say that Dak. I'm not trying to shit on him or anything like that. I support my half black quarterbacks and all that. You know what I'm saying? But he gotta do something different, man. He gonna have to be him if they want to, make that next step into the playoffs and have a good what is it called, a playoff run or anything like that. He's gonna have to be the guy. And I know that some of the picks and stuff like that weren't on him, but I feel like he could have made better choices. Like, I'll say, like, what was that one? That big one that everybody was talking about, like the Noah Brown one. Yeah, Noah Brown dropped that joint, but he kind of was double covered also. You know what I'm saying? You try to fit into a tight window, and that's why
you got to double Noah Brown. You got
when you have the opportunity to double Noah Brown, you got to do it.
It was it was a linebacker and a safety crashing in on that guy, and I mean, hey, he didn't catch it, but I feel like you could have went somewhere else with that ball. Hey, but another thing is, even going back to 2014, I had to go look it up. Even when the Cowboys, if they do win, I mean, granted, the only times they did win was when they were at home. They barely won and then got blown out the next week. Got shitted on the complete next week. I just don't see the change, or I don't see anything necessarily warranting anything right now that would make me feel like Dallas is going to just go out there and win the game. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have Mike McCarthy at your head coach. I'm just not seeing it. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm not trying to use any of my Commanders' bias. Just from what I've seen and what they've shown me, I'm just not high on them. I can't see them winning. Granted, the Bucs, I do agree, they are the worst that I've seen ever since Tom Brady got there. They don't play too well, I would say. And they've had a lot of injuries also. They've had a little injury bug. They're not 100% healthy. They're getting a lot of their guys back this week, but it could go either way this game. But I'm sticking with Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay will dig it out just because Brady's not losing to these fuck niggas. So, yeah.
Fuck Brady.
No, that's your GOAT, ain't it?
My goal is Peyton Manning, brother. Don't disrespect me.
Oh, yeah, that's right. My bad.
I will always.
Oh, my God. You like that guy.
Mm-hmm. We respect the sheriff over here.
Trevor Lawrence and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine?
I'm smiling, brother. My boys is in the playoffs for the first time. They got to play each other, boy. I hope both of them get 300 yards.
Wait till Desmond Ritter make it next year, yeah.
Oh, all right.
Okay, brother.
That division wide open, man. It's possible.
Make it what? Make it the second string on the roster next year, brother?
Brother, aren't y'all all within one game of each other?
Yeah.
They stunk.
Yeah, so I don't want to hear it. He got a chance.
It's hilarious. The entire NFC South draft is 8, 9, 10. The 10th is really the Eagles, but they got that from the Saints. 8, 9, 10. Just a group of stinky bastards.
And
Okay,
the Saints
they all
ain't
just
better
stink.
than us. We swept the Saints, man. We should have swept the Falcons, but it's okay. they wanted to throw a flag because DJ took his helmet off the
Well,
field.
tell that nigga keep his damn helmet on. He know
It
the
was
rules.
off
Take your
the
helmet
field.
off for you in the game.
Man, nigga, you were in the field. Well, technically, he wasn't in the field to play when he took his
He
helmet
took it off on the sideline.
He was in the back of the end zone. He was more,
Yeah.
So it technically wasn't a flag. But don't even allow them to think about throwing the flag. Keep your fucking helmet on. You didn't just win the Super Bowl, nigga.
Fucking diva.
You tied the game. You tied it, DJ.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
a hell of a throw by Prince James Walker, though.
I forgot about it. That's how
That's
crazy
terrible.
the season's been.
My cousin.
Nigga, I had to see Jacob Eason throw some passes this year.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that type of hell on my worst enemy, son. I really wouldn't.
Hey, man, we all can't have the best backup in the game, man, you know.
Yeah, not everybody can get a Sam Darnold, that's for sure.
That is true.
That's hilarious. I don't
That's
like
disgusting.
Don, does it would make me angry if I went out and picked up Baker Mayfield and then it ended up that Baker Mayfield stunk more than Sam Darnold, but then he go out to LA and start cooking for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad because we got the pick back and we ain't really waste no money on it. It's just how
wasting the money, nigga. I wasted my time. That's
Yeah,
more
I
valuable.
don't understand.
I wasted about 3, 4, 5 losses.
It's just I don't. So you tell me the roster was good enough for you to win and you couldn't do it, but you go to LA with a worse roster right now and you look good, but Sam Darnold finally gets like the line he finally deserves and he looks decent. What is going on?
All I'm saying is I've never seen Sam Darnold walk a team down 98 yards with the game on the line. That's all I say. Baker walked the Raiders shit down.
With 3 days notice.
Yeah, nigga, he fresh off the bus, nigga. He still smell like a bus air conditioner. And he was like, yeah, I got this shit, nigga. He was still living in a Motel 8. And he went and cooked them niggas, you know?
That nigga said, I'm gonna just play around for the first 3 quarters, but in the fourth, I got y'all.
In the fourth, put on my big boy pads.
Y'all just keep it close. I got y'all.
He's a real nigga, that Baker.
That shit is hilarious.
I've always stood with Baker Mayfield.
I did always stand with him because he disrespect that school, so I always gonna be with him.
He planted that flag, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that against? He planted the flag against?
Ohio State.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice little nut grab, all that. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was against Kansas. Now that was unnecessary.
Why you do that against Kansas?
Talk to them, yo.
It is Kansas.
Son, are you kidding me? What did Akeem Talib do to you?
You gotta do, man. You gotta talk your shit, yo. No, hey, fuck you.
I get it.
But yeah, I think that's the last topic that we had. I think that's a pod, yo. Unless somebody has something they want to talk about, promote.
Nah, I gotta take a shit. So let's wrap this up.
Jesus. All right, bet. Last thing for the night, everybody give a 3-leg parlay for the chat. Everybody give a 3-leg parlay off the top of your dome right now for Wild Card Weekend. 3 legs.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Oh, this is easy. I'm putting over on Trevor Lawrence passing yards because he's gonna have to throw. Because I think the Chargers gonna be up the whole game, like not let up a lead. So I got that. McCaffrey, anything rushing or receiving, just go ahead, put it up. And for Debo as well, because I think Debo, he's gonna be excited to come back. So put over on Debo, over on McCaffrey, over on Herbert.
Jet is over 100 yards. Give me that. McCaffrey plus 40 receiving yards. Give me that. And give me an anytime Austin Eckler touchdown. Boom. Win you some money right there.
Nah, but my jump, give me Saquon over whatever his rushing yard line is. Give me that. Give me who's that joint I was just looking at? I'm sorry. You know what? I actually don't care. T or Jamar, I take they over. Whatever, either one.
I think say either or. It don't matter.
Either or. Put one of them on there. I'm sorry. I just think that they're just gonna cook. I'm sorry. And throw Give me Josh.
Give me 2 Keenan
I'm gonna
Allen.
say Josh. I'm gonna say give me Josh Allen's over on rushing.
Oh yeah, that's a given. That always happens.
Give me Josh Allen. Unless it's like over 45. Like if it's like 50 or something, nah, don't do that. Do
Nah,
Devin
it's the
Singletary.
playoffs, nigga. You can get him over 60 at this point. He runs like shit in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be scared. Anytime I see a quarterback over, that's why I'd be so hesitant on Justin Fields. But shit, that nigga cleared that joint every week.
But when Justin Fields gets a 50-yard run a game, I'm taking his over every time. He could have 39 rushing yards with 6 minutes left to go in the game and break a 75-yarder. Then I'm good.
That joint say his props be fucking like 149 passing and 78 rushing. I'd be like,
Mm-hmm. I'm hitting that over too every time.
Let me go ahead and go to alternate props. Give me that.
That African American can run.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. I'm proud of him, man. Man, I hope that he gets hope he gets some help out there, man. I don't want to.
Yeah, he got all the help he need in Carolina. For sure.
Yeah, but say he's gonna be a Falcon or a Panther shit real soon.
I hope. Nah, bring him here, yo.
There you go.
Bring him in. I'll take him.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. We will use him. Well, actually, yeah, that's exactly what Ron wants. A mini Cam. Yeah, bring him in.
Mm-hmm.
Bring him on in. It's gonna work out. We'll figure it out. A first and a third. We ain't got a third though. Well, not for this year.
I got a third. Yeah.
But yeah, y'all, that's a pod. Don gone. I bet. But appreciate y'all for tuning in. We'll be back next week. Oh, why you pop up so fast? We'll be back next week. Same time, maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday. We'll let y'all know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been real. Stu.
I love y'all, man. Everybody be safe. Don't do drugs. Don't talk to strangers.
Don.
Keep pounding. Oh wait, no. Chiefs Kingdom. It's playoff season now. Chiefs Kingdom, baby.
No, what happened to Bills Mafia, y'all? Nah.
Yeah, Chiefs Kingdom, Bills Mafia.
You're disgusting. What, you gonna say the Bengals won too?
Yeah, who they? I got so many guys I'm standing with in the playoffs, man. I'm a developer.
Fins up, bolt up.
Mm-hmm. I spot the talent and I stand with it from day one. They just become playoff teams, man.
Shut up, monkey. Cut it out.
I hate Don. He be like, let me look at the most generational quarterback possible and just stand with him.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
I've always seen the vision when he was throwing picks in Wyoming, when Cubs throwing screens at 10 p.m. in Oregon. I've seen it all, man.
I was up at 11:30 watching this nigga play Oregon State and throw bubble screens all day. Mm-hmm. Shit is disgusting.
I said, this is the greatest screen pass I've ever seen in my life. Look at the pass.
He's going to be somebody someday.
He's going to be a great screen passer. And the Chargers don't throw no screens either, nigga. Oh, boy, this is disgusting.
Uncle Shay just a walking 30 bomb. All right, y'all. Oh, yeah.
Mitchell. No?
Nah, Shay.
Yeah,
nah, they don't play till 10. I'm on it. You know I'm on it.
Yeah, all them. Yeah, that boost. You know, that joint don't end until 10 o'clock. That's why I was impressed to place that joint yet.
Sorry, that boost ain't going to hit nowhere.
Nah, it's going to hit, yo.
No,
the boost yesterday didn't hit, so it got hit today.
And it was awful. Jokic had 9 assists.
Bro, it was 9. It was Luka had. I know, not you, Luka. Jokic had to get 10, and then 2 other niggas had to get 25. But no, it was Giannis and somebody else, and fucking Giannis had like 9 points, like a bitch.
I've been telling y'all he a bum, yo.
Nah,
he's been a bitch lately.
He's been playing.
He's been a bitch lately. I've never seen him put up so many lines under 10 points in my life. Like, he's been a bitch lately. I hope you see it as Giannis, and I hope it fuels you. But yeah, that's a pod, yo. I see y'all later. Hugs and kisses.
Okay.
To your missus.